What's good, everybody? Welcome into the Early Edge, your daily sports betting show of record. We are powered by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all of sports betting. It is Sunday, October 3rd, and it's hard to believe that I woke up this morning and I said, I'm going to be in a great mood. We got the most anticipated regular season NFL game of all time. We've got 3 shows today, but first, before we get to all that, I got to put a pin in it because I got to say, not all of you, but I feel like every now and then I need to make this statement because you guys love us when we win 5 days a week, which is what we've been averaging the last few weeks. 5 winning days a week. But yesterday I counted up because I started getting all these tweets because I'm off on Saturdays. I sit back and kind of evaluate what the system is going on. And all of you, if I wouldn't have looked at the games, you would have thought we were 1-25. We were 12-14 yesterday. Jeweler, go ahead and throw up the recap if you don't mind. There you go. Now, we are the most transparent show in all of sports betting, and it's not close. But I'm not going to sit here on days when we're 12-14, and you guys act like the world is ending. I preach all the time. Money management, trust the process, and I will say this, and let me be very clear. If you cannot handle a 12-14 day in your bankroll, don't play with us. You shouldn't be betting. If you can't handle a 12-14 day, 2 games under 500 in 1 day, you shouldn't be sports betting. All right? Bottom line. All right, now, throw that out the window because we got a big day today. We've got 3 live shows. This show, noon Eastern, and then 7 Eastern night as we count down to the Bucs and the Patriots. The NFL gods are shining on us. But amid all the negativity, we're still changing in life because my man M Squared went perfect yesterday. So, at Bryce Griff. Can't make it up. At Bryce Griff. You just want a year-long sub to SportsLine. If you're out there and you're watching our show and you're new and you want a year-long sub, play the perfect parlay contest. Leave a best bet in the comment section. Leave your Twitter handle, and you could be eligible if one of our cappers goes at least 2-0 or the gem hits on any particular day. All right. With all the housekeeping out of the way, let's bring in the stars of the show. You know the faces, you know the names, and they are fired up. Because not only is it NFL season, but it is the last day of Major League Baseball. And we'll get to that in a second. AB, good morning.
Good morning, Coach. I love how you lay down the discipline and also change a life. It's very benevolent of you.
Well, I've got a heart. I can't. It's like raising kids. You can't just yell at them and then not give them something, right? You gotta do both. A little teeter-totter. Jay Smooth, I'm telling you right now that if your Yankees make the playoffs, fade. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of them. Good morning.
Me too, Coach. I mean, this team, I don't think anything really matters too much with the AL wild card right now. I don't think any of these teams are getting past the Rays, but we will talk about that next week.
All right. Well, M Squared, amid all of the craziness yesterday and the bad beats and the overs that turned into unders and the unders that turned into overs, you were 2-0, perfect, changing a life. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, I'm going to try and go perfect again today. I'd like to keep giving out those free year-long subscriptions, and I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a sweat. Yesterday with that first play with the under in Georgia was I'm glad I plan to skip the workout anyway, anytime I do 2 unders, but I definitely didn't need to work out yesterday after that first game.
Amazing that it was 24.5 and it was 24-0 at halftime. That's called a sweat right there. All right, let's get into it. Storylines that could affect the betting lines today. And AB, we're looking at the NFL outright winners and covering. There's something with that, but I know you have it. What do you got?
Absolutely, Coach. So we've had 49 games so far this NFL season. 39 of those who outright won the game covered. Meaning, if you just pick the winner of every single game so far this season, you would be 79.5% against the spread.
What?
Yeah. Insane.
That's insane. It almost makes me want to just go do a money line parlay and just pick winners, but that wouldn't matter either. Might as well pick against the spread. Wow. That's a staggering number. There are a ton of games on the board today. I can't wait for our noon show because there are so many good games today. It's not just like 5 and then the rest. Almost every game is good. Now, we can't just focus on the NFL. Major League Baseball, normally on the last day of the season, you might have 1 spot, but today, 3 spots are up for grabs. Jay Smooth, what do you got?
Yeah, it's a big day in baseball. You know, we've been waiting all year to sort of see how this AL wild card picture unfolds. There are going to be 6 games today that have playoff implications, and all of them are going to be starting within a 10 to 15-minute window around 3 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a crazy one. None of the teams are going to be able to really like scoreboard watch and then determine how their game's going to go. They got to play it live. They're going to get updates to the clubhouse and just sort of see how it goes. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, we can thank the Yankees losing the last 2 days to allow this scenario to happen. The Rays have gone in there, nothing to play for, and proved they are professionals, and that's what professionals do. You play.
I think they have something to play for. They don't want the Yankees to be their matchup in the AL East. You know, I think they want to get them out.
I guess that's true. I mean, that is a storyline. You're right. You're right. My apologies. All right, let's get into our board today because I am fired up if you couldn't tell. Man, you give me one day off, man, I've got all kinds of energy. So, you know, on a Sunday morning, he labeled this show Sunday Brunch. It's his show. So it is only proper that I give him the proper introduction. M squared. You know the drill, son. Give it to me.
All right, we're going to start with 2 receiving player props going back to Amari Cooper over 60.5 receiving yards here. I like this matchup for him quite a bit. I think this game's going to be pretty competitive with Carolina. I think they're going to sell out to try and stop that Cowboys rushing attack, and we're going to see something more similar to what we saw week 1 against the Buccaneers. They're going to air it out a lot more. This number is about 12 yards too soft here at 60.5. I think he gets there pretty easily. He's going to have that average depth of target around 10 yards over the middle here. I think that they're going to have that all day long. So I like the over 60.5 receiving yards for Amari Cooper. Then my second play, Allen Lazard, Green Bay Packers over 28.5 receiving yards. Marquez Valdez-Scantling is out for this game. If you look at some of the targets in the average depth of target here, his average depth of target so far this season is 17.4 yards. That's much deeper than even Devontae Adams' average depth of target. We're looking at a big increase in market share in terms of the targets with Valdez-Scantling out, as he's the trusted receiver. I know they have other deep threats that can come fill in, but he's going to look to Lazard. It's going to make life a little bit more difficult for Devontae Adams. So it's going to be either Robert Tonyan or Allen Lazard. I think it's going to be Lazard here at over 28.5. I have this number all the way up to 44 yards. So I think there's a pretty massive edge on this one.
I would say it's a massive edge. And if you want more prop bets, this is my page from our prop special on Friday. No, you can't read it. You got to go watch the show. It's in your feed right now. But a lot of props today. And, of course, M Squares brings it strong on our live show every single day. He'll be there at noon Eastern time today. All right, speaking of Major League Baseball, my man Jay Smooth, I called him this morning. I said, hey, man, we got guys doing NFL. I need you to focus on baseball today. You know what he said to me? Coach, I got you. So what do you got?
Well, Coach, you know, I know how much you love these underplays, but I'm gonna take one regardless. I'm gonna take these Yankees and I think he's dying.
I'm sorry. I just had something in my chest. Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, so no, I really think that this Yankees and Rays game is going to stay under 10. I got it at under 9.5 today. Of the last 14 games these two clubs have played against each other, only 4 have reached double digits. The Rays usually have strong pitching. The Yankees, you know, the offense hasn't looked all that great. And I don't think that's going to be the same type of, you know, pound fest the Rays laid down yesterday. So I'm going to back this game to stay under. I know it might be a little unnerving with so much on the line, but I think that's going to favor the pitching, if anything. And then my next play, I'm going to take a little parlay. I'm going to take the other AL East teams that are playing today, both to win. I'm going to go grab the Boston Red Sox to beat the Nationals, and I'm going to parlay that with the Toronto Blue Jays to beat the Orioles. The Blue Jays, I mean, are a super heavy line. They're playing Zimmerman, who just really hasn't been all that good for the Orioles. And then I expect Chris Sale for the Red Sox to get it done today.
I'm trying to figure out when the schedules came out before the season and the Yankees, Red Sox, and Blue Jays looked at their final weekend, the Yankees said, wait a second, we get the Rays, but they get the Nationals and the Orioles? What? But that's what we're presented with today. I love that parlay. All right. The anchor position is a very coveted position on this show. And my man AB does not take it lightly. So, AB, I know you're coming strong with that 1, not 2, but 3 plays today. Talk to me.
Yep, 3 plays today, coach. And as we always say, no pressure, no diamonds. All right, first play.
Yes.
We've got the Titans at the Jets. Look, I know that you hate under, so I'm going to cut it in half. We're going to take the first half under 22, and here's why. The Titans are only averaging 9 points per half this season, and today, no A.J. Brown, no Julio Jones. It's going to be the only Derrick Henry show, and the Jets in the first half this year are averaging 1 point per game. 1. That is it. Second play, we're going to take Sam Darnold over a half an interception. Essentially, he just needs to throw an interception in the game. No Christian McCaffrey for the Panthers today, going up against the Cowboys, who lead the NFL in takeaways from their defense. The third play, we're going to go with Kyler Murray. The same thing, over half an interception. Essentially, just needs to throw 1. He is averaging 1.3 interceptions per game this season and is going up against Sean McVay and the Rams, who, again, Sean McVay is 8-0 straight up in his career against the Cardinals.
And those games have been blowouts. It has not been close. The Rams are my best bet today. And you know Kyler Murray's going to want to test Jalen Ramsey. You know he's going to try. You don't try number 5. You do not try number 5. Not in the Rams jersey. All right, we're up against it. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap. And as always, it looks glorious. I firmly believe in my gut that today is going to be a fantastic day for the show, and it starts right here. M squared, 2 props today. Amari Cooper over 16.5 receiving yards. Cowboys playing the Panthers. Al Lazard over 28.5 receiving yards. You know that Aaron Rodgers, if it's not going to Devontae Adams, he doesn't care who he throws it to. So Lazard, that's a great play with MVP out, or MVS out. Jay Smooth, Yankees raise under 9.5 runs. Red Sox, Blue Jays, parlay that on the money line. You'll get it -112, which is a very good number. If you look at the numbers separately, that's a great number together. Then AB, 3 plays today. We're going to go under in the first half. Titans and the Jets, 22. And then a couple of props. Sam Darnold over, basically throws 1 interception. Kyler Murray has to throw 1 interception. Then look at that. Oh, the gem today. Just so tasty. 5 ways. Saints, -1. Chiefs, -0.5. Texans, if they can't stay within 23.5 points, we don't deserve to win this one anyway. And then the Packers pick them, and the Bucks just got to win by 1. I love this teaser. You're getting it at +400. Don't forget, today live at noon Eastern, follow our YouTube page. We're getting so close to 15,000 followers. Help us get there. Turn on those notifications so you know every single time a new show starts. Then at 7 Eastern time tonight, we'll count down to the most anticipated game in NFL history, regular season game in NFL history. We'll also, in real time, count down the end of all the 4 o'clock games as well and take a look at the plays that we have in that game, in those games also. All right? Let's get off to a good positive start today. So there's only one thing left to do. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these positive tickets straight to the pay window. For AB, for Jay Smooth, for M squared, for the jeweler who puts it all together here at the brand. I am the coach. We're here 3 times today. We grind, and we grind for you. Tell your friends, your favorite show, there's only one, The Early Edge. Good luck. Do you want best bets in your feed every single day? All you have to do is hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Early Edge.